But why is everyone talking about AI agents?
AI agents.
AI agents.
AI agents.
AI agents.
AI agents.
AI agent.
AI agents.
Quite simply today, all artificial intelligence is based on intelligent agents. We've actually seen the development of artificial intelligence move from LLM models to workflows, and today everyone is only talking about agents. So I wanted to make this video to explain in a simple way what an agent is and how we can use it. Because today I'm sure you've used Claude, ChatGPT or Gemini to look up information, and there you're working with LLMs. We're going to explain them and understand their limitations. We're also going to talk about AI agents actually. Above all, here we're talking about workflow mode. That's the second level. And after that, we'll see how everything has been developed today to move towards an agent mode like OpenClaw, like Paperclip. So I'm going to try to make a simple video to understand the concepts, the definitions, and to know how to use these artificial intelligences today. So if this is your first time following me on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I share new videos and tutorials every day. 100% free on my YouTube channel. Alright, let's get started. We'll begin with LLMs. Let's go. To understand AI models, we first need to understand the first level, which is the LLM. LLMs, to make it simple for you, you see Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, or even Perplexity. These are all very popular models today, and they are tools based on what we call LLMs. LLM stands for Large Language Model. So what can they do? You know that with Claude, ChatGPT, or the others, we can create content, we can modify content. We can, for example, summarize information and they will answer questions when we type questions here in the chat. But let's first try to understand how LMs work. So you should know that an LM needs, in fact, let's say 3 steps. The first step is the input, which means we have to provide some information. It will process it, so there is processing by the LM, and then we will get an output in text format. Most of the time it's text, or sometimes if we want, for example, here it could be an image. So in any case, there is always an output, a result, whether it's in text format, images, and nowadays there are even some in video format. And if I take the example of ChatGPT, I can tell it, write me an email to organize, for example, a meeting with Alex. Look, here I am, I say, there you go. So what it will do is simply prepare an email for me. So you see, I gave the input, it processed it, and it returned it to me. In fact, the output. So up to this point, everything is easy to explain. But what are the limitations of LLMs? Well, they don't have access to our personal data, and of course their knowledge is limited, and it's a passive system. That means it learns, I send information, it processes it, and it gives it back to me as it is. And imagine that now I'm going to ask it when my next meeting is, for example, with Alex. We're going to ask it that question. Look, I throw out a question like that. Now, normally, actually, it won't understand the objective. That means it won't know that I'm asking for the exact date and time of my next appointment. So, as a result, it always stays focused on the email writing aspect. But that's not really what I want. Why? Simply because it doesn't have access to my calendar. So, for example, it doesn't have access to Google Calendar. And that's why today LLMs are just trained on a huge amount of data. But they don't know our own personal data. They don't have access to our email inbox. And that's why we call them passive systems. So it simply waits for your request and then it will respond. And they can't take what we call initiatives. And that's why today we're starting to talk about something else called workflows. So now imagine that this model, this LLM still, I'm talking about JBT or Cloud, Gemini, Hyperplexy, all the same. Imagine that we can improve them and we actually want to allow them to use external tools. And that's where, in fact, we move to another level called workflows. So today there are quite a few tools that allow us to create workflows, but the most well-known one on the market is called N8N. So it's an open source free tool. By the way, I'll leave a link in the description that will take you directly to creating an unlimited N8N account. And also, up here, I'm putting the trial for you. A complete training on N8N to understand all the details. But right now in this video, we're going to focus on understanding the concept, the idea, and knowing what it's used for. So N8N is a tool that allows you to bridge or merge an LLM by giving it the ability to access tools. And so as a result, it will know about scenarios. I'll show you a very simple example. So when I go here into the templates, I have quite a few templates here. For example, let's take this one. This is mine. Actually, if I go in here, I've set up what's called a workflow. That means that here, look, I have my LMC, ChatGPT 5, and the LM. Here, I've set up a workflow that simply allows you to create a scenario. And so, as a result here, as you can see, it has access to Google Sheets. It has access to a video creation tool. It even has access to my social networks thanks to an extension called BlueTay2. So what does this workflow do? This one creates viral videos that will be published on TikTok, simply starting from a basic idea. So you send in an idea and the system will create. If I send my idea to ChatGPT and ask it, write me a video, it can't actually create a video. It can create a script, ideas and all that for you, but this system today, when it takes control, it allows you to create all of that. So as you can see today, you can even click here and of course import this tool and simply run it and make it work. So this is what we call N8N or workflow systems. But be careful, there is always a limit. So I have created, I think, about 40, that's right, so workflows. But these workflows, as you will see, all of them have a limit. So what exactly is the fundamental limit here? It is that they simply cannot execute commands or take direct control of other tools. They are only able, in fact, to follow a very specific predefined scenario. A scenario that is, let's say, exceptionally well mapped out and meticulously detailed. So as a result, every time I change information related to a scenario, they won't know about it, so they'll get lost. So here we're talking about a limitation. So there are what we call, in fact, concepts that are quite well known actually, which we call advanced workflows. We give them a lot more tools, in fact, and as a result, we let the system decide which one it will use. You'll see, look here, for example, right here, so there's the LLM, in fact, that's working. Like OpenAI here, it's ChatGPT, but here we've simply added one tool, but we can add several tools to it. So as a result, I can add a lot and let it take the initiative to select what it needs. And that's what we call RAG, so Retrieve Augmented Generation. This one, it will search before sending the response. It will have access to external data and external tools. And so as a result, it has a certain freedom. So this one, there you go, it's even more powerful. Now imagine that I give it access, for example, to Gmail, to Google Maps, to an internal database of my company. So if I ask it how long it will take me to get from point A to point B, then it will actually search on Google Maps because it knows that the information exists there to calculate the distance and give it to me. In fact, the travel time, whether by car or on foot, if I tell it, give me all the emails that have been sent by my sales representative, then it will simply understand that it needs to go to the system, meaning the email inbox. And that's actually what makes the difference. Now, we're going to move on to something even more interesting. This is what we actually call agents, AI. So AI agents are another layer, a more important layer, because here we're talking about what are called autonomous decisions. So now let's talk about the AI agent. The most well-known AI agent in this area is OpenClaw. Of course, as always, I'll leave you the link to download and use OpenClaw without limits. And also, I'll provide you with a complete training on OpenClaw. The goal here is still to understand how to use it and how it works. So OpenClaw, if I go into the system here, you'll see that it's a chat system. Here, when I ask a question, this is actually where the system will go through 3 steps. That means I'm not the one telling it, do this, then do that, then find this result. No. With OpenClaw, I simply give it the objective. And this is actually where the system will make what we call autonomous decisions. It's the system itself that will even look to install the tools and use them, without me even mentioning the name of the tool. That means here, when I tell it to create marketing posts for my products, I can give it 1 or 2 products. So as a result, it will decide what to do, choose the tools, and then carry out the steps. And what's very important to know is that the agents here today, if I look here, you'll see that they have what we call skills. Skills mean that I can install several skills here. So these are tools that I can install for them. And these skills actually provide the agent with 3 very important pieces of information. First, they give it the ability to think about the best strategy because it has skills related to that. Next, they actually allow it to use tools like an expert. So as a result, today it has the ability to install, use, and execute the tool. And on top of that, it can improve the results. So if it finds that the objective hasn't been achieved, of course, it will adapt in order to improve it. Now, I'm going to talk about PayPal. Paperclip is an open source agent orchestration tool. What does that mean? It means that inside, I can create multiple agents, and that's what's really powerful. And it's as if I have a company with several employees, so several agents, so several experts, and as a result, I can have a manager to whom I give the objective. And it's actually up to him to execute it. As for PayPal, of course, I'll leave you the installation link. A Paperclip with unlimited use here on a VPS, and I'll also provide you with a complete Paperclip training here. So now we'd like to understand what's inside Paperclip. Paperclip, quite simply, if I go here, I set it an objective. I give it, there you go, I want an objective. I create an objective here, and it's actually up to it to do what's necessary. But what's very interesting is that there's what we call my organization, my company. So if I scroll down here a little bit, look, there's the company. And here, this is my company. So for me, for example, here I created a general manager, a CEO. I give him the objective. And he has a dedicated team of professional employees who work directly under this agent. And each one actually is an expert in something. Look, this one is for content creation on YouTube. Another one is for content creation on LinkedIn. Another one, for example, is for everything related to N8N automation, etc. So as a result, it's a system today that allows me to clearly define the tools and resources. So imagine that today with these systems, I can simply have an agent who helps me not only to execute a specific scenario, but also to find the best solution and carry out the best execution of all the steps. And that's actually what's really, really powerful. So if you're obviously interested in going a bit further, more towards agents, I'd actually like to suggest that we do a little live session together to create a linking agent. We can create it either on OpenCloud or on Perplexity and Perdant. Paperclip because Paperclip. If today, let's say, the tool that's the most interesting is Paperclip, because inside Paperclip, you can integrate an agent among the agents we have here. Open and Claude, they're kind of like classes. Could that be an agent that will be integrated here inside? So please write to me in the comments if you're up for a live session. If a lot of you request this live, then we'll do a live session together and we'll create an agent together live.